It's 30 days till summer. This is everything you're going to do for the next 30 days to get skinny.
Bestie, if you ever looked in the mirror and said, I just want to look and feel lighter, this video is for you. I'm not here to sugarcoat things or give you false promises. I'm here to tell you the truth about how you can actually get skinny in 30 days, no gatekeeping. So I put the videos together so that you watch. I'll be back share my true sense.
It's 30 days till summer. This is everything you're going to do for the next 30 days to get skinny. Tomorrow is a new day. Get up and do at least a 30-minute workout. Don't care what it is, where you do it, just move your body. Next, have your caffeine. Coffee, tea, energy drink, just make sure it's sugar-free. Breakfast, no earlier than 12 p.m. and no less than 30 grams of protein. Waiting for lunch, get on a 35-minute walk before you eat. Lunchtime, lighter on the carbs, higher in healthy fats and protein. Hit the afternoon slump, grab a boiled egg. Dinner starts no later than 3 hours after lunch. Same rules apply, but this is your last meal. So add the volume and plenty of fibre to fill you up. Sweet treats, no later than 9 p.m. You can't get your 8 hours of rest undigested. Put in the work, see the results, and thank us later.
Girls, I don't know how many times I need to tell you this, but if you want to get snatched, just go for a walk. You don't need to run. I haven't run in over a year. I haven't gotten on the Stairmaster in over a year. All I do is walk, and I am the most snatched I've ever been in my entire life. Like, I swear, walking will just melt the fat off of your body. So if you get one thing from this video, it should be to go walk.
So how much protein should you be eating to lose weight? As a girl who's lost over 90 pounds, beginning of my weight loss journey, I did not eat nearly as much protein as I should have been. I always ask myself the same thing: how much protein should I be eating? The answer to that is that you should be eating 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. If you weigh 130 pounds, aim for about 120, 130 grams of protein. Same thing goes if you're 140, 150, 160, 170. A lot of people tend to forget that protein is one of the macronutrients that is going to keep you fuller for longer, and that your body actually burns calories while it's breaking down protein. So please make sure that you prioritize protein in every meal if you're trying to lose weight, because not only is it going to make your weight loss journey so much easier, but you're going to stay fuller for longer while in a calorie deficit.
If you want to lose weight, lose fat, slim and tone, and level up your mental game in 30 days, I got you. This is my version of 30 Hard that I've done, saw amazing results with, have never felt more confident, and I posted it on Lemonade as well. A lot of people saw it, tried it out, and loved it, so I thought I would share with you guys. This is where I started. Felt horrible about myself, not confident, very puffy everywhere, especially the stomach and thighs. And this was me at the end of it. That was a couple weeks ago. I have been partying a lot. My boyfriend graduated, gaining a little bit of pudge again, but I'm starting the challenge again on Monday. So if anyone wants to start together, let me know. I'm starting a Discord channel so we can all join, give each other updates, motivation, things like that. Okay, without further ado, let's get into it. The general overview is you will have 6 daily rules or goals you need to hit every single day. You're gonna get 3 break days because we need to live a little bit. Come on, it's summer, we gotta enjoy. And your biggest priority has to be self-care and self-improvement. Number 1 is establish a diet and stick to it every single day. And that's gonna look different for everybody. I'm happy to share what I did personally, but get in your water intake, maybe your calorie goal or your protein goal, intermittent fasting, whatever your goal is, establish that plan and stick to it every single day. Number 2, 45 minutes of exercise every single day, and 30 minutes of that must be cardio. For me personally, I would walk 30 minutes every single day, or if I didn't want to walk, I'd swim, dance, go ice skating, some type of low impact cardio for 30 minutes every day. And for the remaining 15 minutes, I would do strength training, Pilates, whatever else I wanted. And if I really didn't want to, I just walk 15 more minutes. But make sure at least 30 minutes is cardio. Number 3 is 10 minutes of yoga or stretching every single day. A lot of people also swear it literally like recomps their body. Like it just makes everything look leaner and slimmer, and being flexible is so important. So important. Number 4 is 20 minutes of studying or reading every single day. You can be the physically healthiest person, but if you are not challenging yourself mentally and learning and being curious about things, you're not going to grow. Number 5, no eating after 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. I guess I'll be nice, but I know that's going to be very hard. It makes the biggest difference in your weight loss. Lastly, the most important one is you have to engage in a self-care activity every single day. I don't mean doing your skincare or taking your vitamins or going on a walk. Something beyond that, something that's out of your daily schedule. I personally, Sunday or Monday, set up my self-care activities for the whole week. So Monday, I'm going to do a face mask. Tuesday, I'm going to take an everything shower. And Wednesday, I'm going to make a vision board. Things like that set you up for success. And making yourself feel good and feel more confident in taking care of yourself will glow you up like crazy. I will post all the rules, all the information that I possibly can think of in my Discord, so you can reference it whenever you want, and let me know if you want to do the challenge with me. I love you guys so much, and let's get those summer bodies. Bye.
If you believe that you're capable of so much more and you're not reaching your potential, watch this. You need to think about right now, what are the things that I need to do every single day to get me where I want to be? Not what I want to do, not what I want to do. What do you need to do every single day to make sure that you are going to reach your full potential? You are going to go on your notes app. You are going to write 30 hard for the next 30 days. You are going to do all of the things that you know that you need to do regardless of how you are feeling. And you will see in 30 days, 30, you will be so much closer to where you want to be, okay? You're gonna wake up regardless of how you feel and do those things, and you are going to see your life change. And at the end of 30 days, those things are just going to become a habit. You're going to wake up and just naturally do them. The beginning is the hardest part, but you can do it. You have to do this. You have to do this for you. You want to be at your highest potential. You want to be that person that you know that you can be. You have to do that. You do not have those thoughts in your mind for no reason. Those thoughts are in your mind because you know inherently that you are capable. And if you do not do the hard things on a daily basis for these next 30 days, you're doing yourself a major disservice. Not just yourself, but your overall life and quality of life.
I cut out all processed carbs and processed sugar. First thing I noticed was my face slimmed down. A lot of that extra bloating and inflammation completely went away. I do not eat before I go to sleep. If you're not feeling hungry, you're doing something wrong. I've bulked, I've cut, I've done it all, but I feel my best when I'm not like overeating. I love a good fast in the morning if I'm able to do it. The waist trainer has made the biggest difference while I'm doing these diet changes. It really does flatten and de-bloat me. I'm going to be doing this for the next couple weeks, and I'm a little nervous because I'm definitely addicted to those things, but I'm excited because I know I'm gonna feel amazing.
Here's how you can transform your body in 30 days. Here's your plan. You're gonna lift weights a minimum of 3 times a week, 4 to 5 if you really want the added benefits, while utilizing progressive overload. If you don't know how to do that, watch the pinned video on my profile. You're gonna hit 8 to 10K steps a day. Doing this outside adds the extra benefit. Drink a gallon of water a day. Start with a half gallon to get used to it, move to 3/4, and then to a gallon. My biggest tip is get a gallon jug with a straw. It makes this goal really easy. When it comes to nutrition, you want to track your food and consistently hit the same amount daily. If you don't notice the weight fall off in the first 2 weeks, subtract 100 calories from your goal. And if this triggers you at all, start with just incorporating more protein into every single meal. Number 5, have a consistent sleep schedule, 7 to 8 hours. Incorporate sleepy time tea to get to bed early, some reading. Make sure you digital detox and get off your phone at least an hour before bed to help you fall asleep and get good, deep, restful sleep. 6, prioritize your morning routine to keep stress low. This could be meditation, journaling, going on a morning walk, cold therapy, exercise, all of that. It doesn't have to be crazy. If your goal is weight loss within these 30 days, hit 4 times a week cardio sessions. So post-workout, not before you lift, get on the treadmill, 15 minutes, 12 incline, 3 speed, no hands. One that I forgot to put on there, take a progress photo.
If you're looking to get toned in the next 30 days, here's the most effective way to do it. It's probably not what you think. Starting off with nutrition, You're gonna wanna be in a slight calorie deficit, which means eating approximately 300 to 500 calories less than what it takes to maintain your current weight. You're also gonna wanna get 20 to 30 grams of protein per meal. This isn't about just eating chicken or fish. It's about finding sneaky ways to add more protein. For workouts, it's not just about resistance training, but making sure those workouts are slightly harder each time. When it comes to cardio, lower impact will give you greater results.
I'm going to save you 2 years of frustration by showing you exactly how I've adjusted my meals to go from struggling to lose weight for over 2 years to seeing results in 2 weeks. And I'm going to do it all in under 2 minutes. Smoothies are still a staple in my plan, but now they're centered around protein because that's the nutrient that's going to up your metabolism, keep you full, and give you a ton of energy. So I took this nutrient poor green smoothie to this nutrient dense one. This nutrient blend of protein, carbs, and fat keeps me full for hours. When I start my mornings with this one, the food noise is completely gone. If I did want something before lunch, I would swap these balanced breaks for a lower sugar option. Something like cheese and almonds. This is a more savory option. Skipping the added sugars, balancing my blood sugar more, pretty much eliminating those sweet cravings I used to be consumed by. Still love chicken salad, but making it at home gives me more control over the ingredients and the portions. I'll wrap it in a gluten-free wrap, which adds protein and fiber, and then swap the crackers, which provide no nutrients to the meal, for an apple. Now we have a lunch that's half the calories with more protein, which is crazy to compare. Obsessed with soups, especially this time of year. Nowadays, I'm aiming for about 30 grams of protein minimum at meals. So instead of this snack that I used to call dinner, I'll opt for a soup that has bone broth as the base, plus a protein source like chicken, to create a well-balanced, nourishing meal, and this one has 48 grams of protein. Now I skip the healthy frozen yogurt bars. My go-to nightcap now is this raspberry avocado ice cream with 0 grams of added sugar and 12 grams of fiber. Here are my new totals, and as you can see, the calories are actually pretty close, but it's the breakdown of nutrients that matters more here. Now I follow the 90-30-50 method, at least 90 grams of protein, 30 grams of fiber, and 50 grams of healthy anti-inflammatory fats a day. Together, these nutrients help keep metabolism up and cravings down to help me reach my goals pretty effortlessly. And now I help over 5,000 members of my programs do the same with the method. So if you feel like you're doing everything right and not seeing results, it might be time to start the method.
Hi, I'm Caroline. I lost 82 pounds, and the turning point that helped me successfully lose so much weight was healing my relationship with food. And I know that sounds kind of silly, but the physical aspect of weight loss is actually super simple. It comes down to science, calories in, calories out. But it's the mental aspect of weight loss that actually is the biggest hindrance for most people, staying consistent, believing in yourself, actually doing it. But for me, my entire life, the idea of what eating would look like for someone to be skinny was not actually a healthy representation of, what to eat and how to be healthy and having a healthy relationship with food. So along my 82-pound weight loss journey, I learned how to heal my relationship with food in a way that set me up for success. So that means not over restricting yourself. If there's something you want, have it, fit it into your day. It is absolutely okay to have fast food, snacks, desserts, all of the things. I think it's, put into your head when you want to start a weight loss journey, like, oh, you can't have carbs, like you can't have this, you can't have that. And that is actually very untrue. I lost 82 pounds and I eat all of those things all of the time. And I've successfully lost the weight, but also kept it off. And I think that the idea of, not being able to have the things you love is hard if you want to be able to lose weight. And the truth is, it comes down to portion control, intuitive eating, learning how to say, okay, I'm not hungry, I'm not going to eat anymore. Stopping when you're full, not just eating everything because it's in front of you. At the end of the day, it doesn't come down to what you're eating. It comes down to how much of it that you're eating, right? So as long as you're staying in your calorie deficit, you'll lose weight. As long as you're staying at maintenance calories, you won't gain weight. So it comes down to eating and making sure that you're not overeating. And that can be hard too, especially, binging is hard for a lot of people. But at the end of the day, if you heal your relationship with food, you will be successful in weight.
How I was able to lose 30 pounds within a month, part 2. If you guys already missed part 1, I talked about my diet there, so I'm going to be talking about my exercise regime, as well as the things that I did to my body to help lower my cortisol to achieve the results that I wanted. Now, the first thing that I did that I didn't really do before was cardio, and this is something incorporated to any cutting program, but my favorite form of cardio to do every day was at least 20 minutes on the Stairmaster. I started off with level 3 because I didn't want to shock my body and increase my cortisol too much. So I started off with level 3. It wasn't as challenging, but still challenging enough that I was really pushing my body to help burn more fat. Now I usually do level 4 or 5 for around 30 minutes, but I still go down to level 3 sometimes, especially when my energy levels are low. Other than Stairmaster, I also like to do the elliptical because it gets my arms working. So I would do the elliptical for maybe 30 minutes or even just walking on the treadmill. I stopped doing 12-3-30 and I would literally just walk on the treadmill, and that also did the trick for me. In addition to cardio, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I did do 10,000 steps a day. I actually averaged around 12 to 15,000 steps a day from walking, and this is a little bit easier for me because I have a dog, so win-win. He gets his long walks, I also get to get my steps in, but walking was really important and instrumental in my weight loss. It's very low impact, it doesn't impact your cortisol too much, and it honestly helps with your mind as well. I noticed when I went on walks, my mind was clear. The next thing that I did was at least 40 minutes of mindful movement daily. This could be anything like the gym or walking or Pilates, Legree, yoga, stretching, whatever works for your schedule, and you can even do it for 30 minutes a day as well. My go-to exercises daily are walking, gym, so strength training, but now kind of hypertrophy training, and Legree or Pilates. So I'll post my split right here, but I did Mondays glutes, Tuesdays was a Legree class which I did upper body and abs, Wednesdays was back, Thursdays is cardio / abs and optional rest day, and Fridays was legs again. On Saturday and Sundays, because I was busy with work and social events, I usually just tried to ensure that I got at least 10,000 steps a day and get some walking in, but I wasn't too strict with myself on Saturdays and Sundays. I tried to stay active as possible on those days. Next thing I'm going to say, I know is very controversial and I know is something that's trending on TikTok right now, but I did lighten my load with my workouts. I actually did this before it became a thing, and I thought I was just seeing it more on my feed because I was doing it, but it's actually a thing now that girls are lifting lighter or not lifting heavy to not look bulky. Personally, I lightened my load with my weights because I was in such a large calorie deficit that I wanted to make sure I preserved my energy for my day, especially with work. But I'd still lift heavy with legs. I just incorporated a lot more supersets and hypertrophy training till failure with lighter weights. I actually cut out my chest and shoulder day, and I would work up my shoulders with my back days. Because my chest and shoulders I usually worked out in that one Legree class that I would take. To be honest, I know a lot of people are saying how lifting upper body made them look bulky, and I'm gonna be real with you, I was one of them. I have a larger chest, so when I was working out my chest, shoulders, back, biceps, I just looked so bulky and I hated the way it looked because I had extra fat layered around my arms. So when I actually lightened my load with my upper body, I got the results that I wanted. To each their own, okay? So y'all can come at me for that, but that's what worked for me. Now for the stuff that I did to lower my cortisol. So the first thing that I would do is sauna whenever I would be at the gym. So I would usually try to sauna at least 4 to 5 times per week, minimum 10 minutes, and I would go in there screen free. So no Apple Watch, no phone, no headphones, sometimes a book, but screen free, and it really allowed me to quiet my mind since I did work out in the mornings and just tune out the rest of the world before I went out into the wild again. What I did was lymphatic drainage, so I actually did a lot of wood therapy at least 4 times in the evenings. You guys can get these tools off Amazon. I got this one off Shein. But I would do lymphatic drainage on my core area as well as my upper body, so décolleté, and also gua sha, which made a huge difference on my face. I noticed a huge difference on my jawline and especially my double chin when I gua sha'd, so this really worked. I would also do a lymphatic drainage massage at least once a month just to help drain those toxins from my system. The last thing that I'm going to tell you guys is probably one of the biggest things that impacted my entire journey, and that is sleep. When I actually got a full rest in the evening time, is when I actually started seeing results. And the reason why I know this is true is because for 1 week, my goal was to wake up earlier. So I tried to wake up at 6 a.m. every day, and anytime I did weigh myself, I noticed that I was plateauing. But I was doing the same things I was doing. I was in my calorie deficit, I was working out, I was doing cardio, and I was plateauing. Nothing was changing with my body. And then the week after, I took a long night's rest because I was in such a large sleep deficit, and I found out the next day that I was able to start moving in my journey again and start losing my weight. So sleep is important, guys. And if you do need to wake up earlier, or you do have, children or other things that are impacting your sleep, just try your best to get as much quality rest as possible, because your body really does the growth and the repairing while you're sleeping in your resting time. So don't neglect sleep and rest. Like and follow for more content.
That's the video, besties. I'm just here just to add on like what I think about today's video. In today's video, talking about how to be skinny in 30 days. Bestie, the first thing you need to understand is that being skinny is not just about the number on the scale. It's about feeling confident, light and strong in your own body. The first step to getting there is cleaning up what goes into your mouth. You can't outwork a bad diet. Start with one rule: eat food that comes from the earth, fruits, vegetables, lean proteins and water. Every time you eat something processed, sugar or fried, you are slowing down your progress. In 30 days, your body can transform if you stop feeding it with junkie. You see your face slim down, your stomach flatten, and your energy skyrocket. Water is your best friend in this journey. Most people are bloated because of dehydration and sodium. When you start drinking enough water, your body flushes out excess salt and toxins. Aim to have water before every meal. The first thing in the morning and throughout the day, add lemon or cucumber. If plain water feels boring, you'll be shocked how light your stomach feels after just few days. Next, move your body daily. Not because you hate it, but because you love yourself enough to want change. You don't need a gym. Walk every day for at least an hour, or split it into 30 minutes walk. Walk burns fat without spiking your hunger, and it keeps your metabolism active all day. Combine that with some light home workouts, squat, planks, junkie, or jumping and abs routine. The goal is consistency, not perfection. It's better to move a little every day than to go hard once a week and keep quiet. Another tip, bestie, is sleep is another silent weight loss tool that most people ignore. When you don't sleep enough, your hunger hormones go crazy. You crave for bread, chunky, because your body is looking for energy. Aim for 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night. Turn off your phone early, make your room dark, and let your body reset. You'll notice a difference. Your belly will look flatter in the morning because sleep reduces stress hormones that cause fat storage. Another one is, let's talk about mindset, because this is where people fail. The first week will feel hard. You crave everything, you doubt yourself, and you want to quit. But if you can survive the first 7 days, your body begins to adapt. Your cravings fade, your energy returns, and you start to feel unstoppable. You need to stay mentally strong. Stop saying, I can't. Start saying, I'm becoming. Every small choices count. Every time you skip a soda, every time you walk in instead of scroll, every time you go to bed early instead of snacking. This moment to build your transformation. Another thing, you need to track your progress, not by the scale, but by how your clothes fit and how you feel. The mirror will tell you more truth than numbers. Take a picture on one day, and again after 30 days you see it. Your waist will look tighter, your face slimmer, your posture stronger. That's the reward for discipline. Cut out the liquid calories, juices, alcohol, soda, and even too much milk. They sneak fat gains, okay? Replace them with water, green tea, or black coffee. Your metabolism will thank you. If you ever feel hungry at night, drink water and go to bed. You wake up lighter and more in control. Bestie, the secret that no one tells you is the consistency beat motivation. You won't feel motivated every day, but the vision of you that stays consistent every time you try is the one that wins. Create small rituals like a morning walk, lemon water, or journaling your meals. They'll keep you grounded. If you sip up, don't start over, just continue. What ruins your progress is not one bad meal, it's giving up. In 30 days, your entire body can shift. Your bloating will vanish, your face will glow, and your G's will fit differently. You'll move with confidence because you know you earned it. The goal is not just to be skinny for a moment, but to learn how to live in a body that feels light, disciplined, and confident. This is a reminder that this is impossible. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to show up for yourself daily. Imagine how you feel in 30 days if you start today. The only thing standing between you and your goal is consistency. So drink your water, move your body, and fuel yourself with food that love you back. You look back and thank you for not wanting another bad meal. Thank you so much for watching. Bye. See you in the next episode.